Divine Collective, welcome back. It's Remembrance the Oracle, and I'm here to do another reading for y'all. 2 reads in one day. Who would have knew? Who would have knew, baby Bob? Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get into a reading and see what's popping off with y'all. Spirit, what's going on with Divine Collective? What message do they need to know here? Okay. What message do they need to know here? What's going on with Divine Collective? I think I'm going to drop this late night for my people who kind of, you need something to do in the middle of the night. Maybe you can't sleep or some sort of shit. Let's do 2 more shuffles. What's going on with Divine Collective? Let's see here. Hopefully we get something like earlier, something good. Who knows? I'm preparing for some fuck shit though, just in case. Balance, huh? Oh man, Spirit, what's going on here? Maybe somebody needs a different message. What's going on, Divine Collective? What's going on with them? So I have quadruple 7s coming out here. Perseverance, quadruple 7s. There's a need for a change of perspective on whatever has taken over you now. If you want to succeed, you need to keep going down the road you're on. Reach for the wisdom within, and then you'll just know what the right next step is. What else is going on here, Spirit? Before I jump the gun, I have triple 2s coming out here. Alignment. I like the energy. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. So it's something here about keeping going. You need to keep going down the road you're on. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose here. So maybe you guys could feel like you're discovering your life's purpose. Okay? What else is going on here, Spirit? I have 10-11. Take action coming out here. This one's been coming out quite a bit this week. This is a call to action to move forward. The sooner you get going. It's something here about going. Going. The sooner you get going, the sooner you will accomplish what you set out to do. Those with patience will eventually reap the rewards of their perseverance. So I feel like there's something that's going on here where you guys are in some form of alignment here. Okay? I feel like you've been making the proper investments into yourself. Okay? But it's funny to me. What's sticking out to me on the card here at the top is a change of perspective. A reflection here. And I almost kind of feel like, I just heard, what are you up to? Where are you? What are you up to? Somebody wants to know where you are, what you're doing, what you're up to. I don't know if this is you kind of going ghost or some sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. But it feels like to me you've been focused on a fresh start here. Or maybe focus on your new lifestyle, where it is that you're headed, obviously. Because Spirit keeps talking about where it is that you're going. Okay, so this could also have something to do with like not looking in the rear view mirror. Okay. I don't know. Somebody, you could be watching this while you're in the car, possibly. But I feel like there's something here about direction. What's at the bottom here? I have 21 energy levels. So it feels like to me you have been able to sustain your energy at this point. It says that day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. Exactly. So that's why I feel like Spirit is telling you to keep going down the road that you're on. Right? There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. Miley Cyrus can hold significance. I'm hearing it's all about the climb. Okay? So maybe for some of you guys, you're in this energy where you are. It's like you're starting to understand what happened, why you went through certain things. But I don't know. I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I just heard radar. Like somebody is on your radar or some sort of shit like that. It says here the opposite sex. So the opposite sex is on your radar here. 333 support. It's up to you. Hold your vision. It's up to you again. Why do I feel like it was up to somebody else to kind of meet you where you were at? Or there could be this energy of like kind of wanting to meet you where you are now or some sort of shit like that. I feel like somebody was kind of dropping the ball or something. Someone dropped the ball and now they want to meet you where you're at. So this does kind of feel like, to me, this could be somebody old here. Okay. What else here, Spirit? Belief system, blessing in disguise, willpower, the big break, slow down. Somebody wants you to slow down. I guess slow down before you enter into a new beginning here. But this is something that could potentially compromise you and bring more drama back into your life. Maybe because someone still hasn't made all of the adjustments that they need to make here. So your path is protected, is what this is giving me. So it almost feels like, to me, you went on about your business. Seems like to me you've been doing a damn good job. I feel like whoever energy I've been tapped into today, whether you resonate with this read, the read I posted earlier, you're in good energy. But it feels like to me there's somebody here who you've already dealt with, and they want to know, where are you? Or what are you up to? Or like, what's going on with you? And it's like, I feel like somebody is missing you or some sort of shit like that. And it's like, I don't know. It almost feels like to me somebody wants you around again, but it's like they're still not ready to be with you. I don't know if this is you considering yourself to have been waiting for someone here, but it feels like to me you're no longer waiting. That's the sort of vibe I feel like I'm getting. I feel like you've been waiting for someone to get their shit together, or waiting for them to do what they promised you, or some sort of vibes. It almost feels like to me someone could feel like you're kind of getting out of their grasp here. Or the same intensity that you once had for this love, it's like you don't have it anymore. Like you're pouring all of that energy back into yourself and maybe whatever it is that you're going towards. So, I don't know. I get this vibe of feeling like someone feels like they have officially lost you now. I'm hearing Tamia. She's been on my mind lately. I'm hearing officially missing you. I'm officially. Ain't that her song? Missing you. Well, I guess it's official too that your ass ain't really going back either. These are the sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. Spirit, where do you want me to go, baby Bob? Let's see here. Yeah, you guys are on your sacred journey here. Okay? Let's split the deck. And then I have limitless. So you know no bounds anymore. Spirit is telling me to pull them out. Numbers 26 or 20 can hold significance. We do have 222 over here. Okay? So I do. You guys are on your journey here. And if you see this, it's like a snake. But there's also like a peacock energy going on. You can see there's an egg down here as well too. So I feel like you guys are planting seeds. You're waiting for them to grow. Okay? You're reaping what you have sown here. I feel like you're all about the beauty of life as well too. It's like you don't want the static. It's what something feels like to me. Of course, things are inevitable, right? Nothing is perfect. But I just kind of feel like there's something that's going on where it's like if you can avoid it, or if it's unnecessary, you don't need to be bothered with it, you don't want to be. And I feel like you don't want to feel bound to something anymore. I don't know if there was this energy. I'm hearing like a soul tie or some shit. A soul tie is broken. Maybe even to some form of like a sexual bond here that was created. It's the sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. What else is going on here, Spirit? Even here too, there's a 20 on this card, 26 on this one. Maybe somebody feels like you are, like you're several steps ahead of them or something. What else is going on here, Spirit? I have walk your truth coming out here. So you have identified what your truth is. The hand makes me think of ID, identification, identity. 35 on the top of this card. Okay? So I do. I feel like you have realized what you were kind of dealing with. It's what something that's almost kind of giving me the vibe of here. I feel like you gained a level of wisdom here in this relationship. Okay? And you know, know, this could be any kind of relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. But I do. I kind of feel like I've been on a love frequency a lot lately. Okay? I feel like somebody feels your absence. They just do. I also feel like this is somebody wanting to come towards you, walk towards you. But it still feels like to me like this person, they're not ready or they haven't really done anything for real. Or again, it's just like I'm missing you or I miss your presence or it's like I want you to be back around or I da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's like I feel like at the same breath, I almost want to say somebody is not deserving of you being there or being around. Because again, this person can come back in and potentially warp or compromise this energy it is that you've built, right? This place it is that you're at where you have finally found alignment. And I feel like things are kind of like going your way here, if you will. So I feel like maybe even too, you walking away from somebody was walking in the truth. Or understanding the fact that like I can't be here anymore. What is this? Yeah, I have Mother Earth coming out here. And it was in the reverse as well, too. So I don't know. There could be something going on here with a mother, potentially. I don't know if you mother somebody's children here. But I feel like all in all, whether you do or you don't, I feel like you didn't feel too nurtured in this relationship. Or it ended up leaving. Like that energy ended up like subsiding, if you will. I feel like at some point in time, maybe you thought that you were being taken care of here. But you know, I also kind of feel like something could have been built on the notion of, I don't know, I almost want to say like some sort of sexual desires here. Sexual desires being met or fulfilled, or that's when you felt the closest to this person, or I don't know. I feel like when it came to the true meaning of what love is or what a relationship is, it was missing. What else here, Spirit? I have worlds within worlds coming out here. And I'm not going to lie. Something that's kind of giving me the vibe, but maybe the two of you guys were kind of mirroring each other at one point in time. Right? Like both trying to figure out who it is that you are, what you want, what does this relationship mean? Because I feel like maybe something was very exciting in the beginning. That's why I'm kind of getting this sexual vibe. Like something could have started off on a sexual note here. Maybe y'all had sex fairly quickly. Or some sort of vibes like that. Maybe this was a situationship that kind of turned into a relationship, but I don't know. I feel like there was still some sort of clouded vision here. Or an illusion that was created to make something feel like it was love, but it was lust. Or some sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. So I still feel like there was an emotional emptiness that was occurring in this relationship or something. Like emotional needs weren't being met. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have self-worth coming out here. That's funny. This is a constant, at least when it comes to today, because even the first reading that I did today was talking about somebody not knowing their worth all the way. So I kind of feel like maybe that's what the both of you guys were kind of struggling with. Maybe trying to even too, going back to identity, identifying love with sex. Right? Like, oh, well, this is the closeness that I'm experiencing with this person. Or when we're in the bed with each other, we feel this high with each other. Or some sort of shit that I kind of feel like I'm getting here. I don't know if you feel like there was an absence of love in your life, especially during childhood while you were growing up. But I feel like maybe there was this energy of trying to seek or trying to find love in different ways, different avenues here. Or some sort of vibes. I feel like I'm getting take what resonates, leave the rest. And I feel like the two of you guys kind of came across each other. And it's weird. I almost want to say like something felt like home because there was a familiarity there. But I feel like something got to a level of discomfort, which kind of ended up pushing you into the direction it is that you're going in now. Like something, you could not sustain something here just off of sex alone. Is the sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have balance coming out here. So it's like at some point in time, you had to add some sort of balance back into your life. Or I feel like you guys were trying to find balance in this relationship, but I feel like the proper work wasn't being done, or maybe the proper conversations weren't being had. Maybe there were points in time here as well, too, where it's like you want to talk about something, but somebody is running away, right? Or when the going gets tough, I'm out of here. I can't deal with this. Or why are you nagging me? Or why are you da-da-da-da-da? What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have shadow self coming out here. It's a lot of shadow work that's being done today. I like it. Shadow work in this read, shadow work in the last read. So I do. In order for you to find balance within yourself, I feel like you pulled back from this person. And the funny, and maybe that's why I kind of got the vibe of like this energy of like you feeling like you're waiting for someone. Because the crazy thing to me about it is I don't get this vibe like this person was a horrible person or something. I'm not really getting that. But I am getting somebody who is still like not ready. Like, I don't know. And that's why I kind of feel like someone is like, you're leaving me behind. Or maybe it's kind of feeling like somebody is light years ahead. Like, or something that I feel like I'm getting from that person. It's like somebody wants the opportunity to fall in love with you again. But it's like they can't meet you where you're at. Yeah, and then look at this. I got 222 on my phone, which is one of our synchronicities. I feel like it's because you're in alignment and this person isn't. That's genuinely how I feel. Like someone was not a bad person. I don't feel like they were just out here being a total asshole or anything. But I feel like they want the opportunity to love you again. But they're just still not ready. And that's why I was like, I don't know if you're still considering yourself waiting for someone or something. Because even here too, like I said, with all this energy of like, get going or continue down the path that you've been on. Or, so that's just something kind of is almost giving me the vibe of. Like I feel like you maybe have kind of given up on that connection. What else here, Spirit? What is this clapping at me? Yeah, I have intuition coming out here. And maybe you can intuitively feel this person's energy. Like maybe knowing that they want to be back around you. Hell, for some of you guys, this person could have already kind of reached out to you. Sent you some sort of message here. Cuckoo. Okay, they done did their bird call or some sort of shit like that. But I feel like your intuition is also guarding your heart as well too. Because I feel like you're in a space now where you're enlightened, right? Enlightened about who you are, again, where it is that you're going, and also what it is that you expect to receive in return, right? Because I feel like you don't want to be in this space where you're over-giving or over-sharing, or like you're the only one who's kind of carrying your weight in this relationship, right? Because I feel like love isn't just a word, right? It's also an action. So it's like, I feel like the both of you guys have feelings for each other, or it's like you have love for each other. I mean, hell, who knows? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you did fall in love with someone. But I feel like the foundation of the relationship wasn't strong enough. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have transformation coming out here. I do. Transformation is giving me two things. Like eventually things just started to change over time, I feel like, for the two of y'all. Because at some point, you are going to grow apart, right? Either because nobody is growing, right? Or because one person is, like I feel like you are, and the other person is just kind of hoping it happens for them instead of being active, okay? So I feel like you're in a totally different space now. Again, you've realized your self-worth is, or what your self-worth is here. And I feel like there's also this energy too where you're like maybe happy that you came across someone. I sense a lot of gratitude from the Divine Collective lately. Again, instead of this energy of like complaining and blaming and pointing fingers, I feel like there's a level of accountability that's taking place. And also this energy too of like people have to find their way, right? Like it is what it is. What else here, Spirit? Yeah. So I feel like you're choosing to move forward. I do. And maybe this is a decision you have most recently made or some sort of vibes like that. There's a 23 on the top of this card. We didn't get that synchronicity, but in our synchronicities deck, 23 is endless cycles. And that's what I feel like you're trying to avoid. It's like you don't want to re-enter into an endless cycle here with someone. It's like you can't even fathom doing it again because it's like you know yourself better now. It's a sort of vibes I comfort fucking nation. Bottom of the deck I heard, awaken. You know yourself better now. You've rose to the occasion here. You've seen what you needed to see. You started learning your lessons around self-worth here. Maybe ways in which you do mirror certain people and ways in which you don't. I feel like you're weighing the pros and cons more, right? If you want to do something, you'll do it. If you don't, you won't. Like I feel like you're stronger in who it is that you are. What else here, Spirit? Look at this. I have patience. So I do. Confirmation. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Again, this may not be everybody's reading, okay? But I do. I feel like you practice some form of patience here with this person. Maybe there could have even been something going on where maybe you tried to guide this person into love. Maybe trying to speak life into this individual. But I do. I kind of feel like whatever is going on here, this person kind of pushed you away. And now they wish that they hadn't. That's exactly what it feels like to me. Now you're long gone. You're limitless with your cape on. On your sacred journey, walking in your truth, realizing your self-worth, making these transformations to continue to move forward and awaken in your journey. And this person, I feel like they're just kind of sitting on the sidelines, still kind of in their shadow, not necessarily working on it, but still allowing those pains to kind of fester or stick to them. I don't know why I almost want to say that, like it's sticking to them. I don't know why I'm seeing like a bunch of goop, like sticky goo or some shit on a person. So it's like something is sticking to them or stuck to them. Or that's the mindset that they're choosing to operate in or live in. It's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. So I feel like you have. I feel like you've practiced a lot of patience with somebody. Waiting for them, or I hope that you will. Like, I do want to be with you, but I can't see myself being with you under these conditions or circumstances or some sort of vibes like that. So I feel like essentially you pulling away is you having to do what's best for you. You know? What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I knew it. Mirrored souls coming out here. I fucking knew it. That's what Worlds Within Worlds was giving me up there. I'm like, the two of you guys are kind of like mirroring each other. Or I feel like you were at one point in time. And I feel like there is some level of soul resonance here or something. But it's like, I don't know. And then take what resonates and leave the rest. Maybe for some of you guys, you're still like, I'm going to still wait for this person, or but I feel like with this move forward card, I feel like that's the best course of action here. I kind of feel like two things we don't do. We don't hate and we don't wait. Okay, but that's just me personally, So move however it is that you feel called to move. But I do feel like as far as your spirit team is kind of instructing you, it's to move forward. Allow yourself to see the new in life, experience the new in life. Because at this point, you don't know when this person is going to get it together. If in fact they actually choose to get it together. So that's why I kind of feel like maybe something was hard to let go of or some sort of shit. I do. I just feel like you're seeking more, you want more, and what this person is willing to provide to you is not enough. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have emotions. Emotions taking me over. Caught up in sorrow, lost in the song. But if you don't come back, come home to me, darling. Don't you know there's nobody else in this world to kiss goodnight. Okay. Destiny's Child can hold significance, but emotions is taking this person over. I told you. They do. It's like they miss you. Where are you? What are you up to? This bus is going by. The express bus. This person is like wanting to express themselves to you or say something to you. Or I feel like there's this intensity. Like it's like somebody just wanted to come over and knock on your door and I miss you, I love you, and like let's be back together again. And again, you'll be riding on the high for a couple of days. And then I feel like it would essentially end up going back to where it was, where you're not feeling fulfilled. And this is where I feel like the lack was at. You weren't emotionally fulfilled. Not emotionally nurtured. Not enough. 444 on this truck out here. 444 protection. So I feel like your spirit team is essentially trying to protect your emotions where it is that you are now by just telling you, hey, keep in the direction it is that you're going. And who knows, maybe this person, they'll meet you there eventually. Maybe if you're still available, but I do. Yeah, it says be fearless coming out here, okay? And I kind of feel two ways about this. I feel like you would hope that this person could be fearless. Maybe initially there was this vibe of, well, if I can do it, you can do it too. Because I do feel like you were wanting to be helpful or be of assistance to this person. Because I do feel like, again, y'all were kind of in the same boat when y'all met. But it's like you started passing this person up with your lessons and what you were learning and what you wanted and what you were evaluating here. And it's just kind of like, to me, somebody else kind of, again, like I said, pushing you away, or they're kind of just watching you. But it's like they're afraid. That's the other point. They're afraid to dive deeper into this awakening. Because, again, it's not always fun. It can be. But it feels like to me something that someone doesn't want to allow to resurface because it's going to bring up that pain for them. And again, this could have something to do with the mother. In our vertical row, some form of mother wounds here. So somebody wasn't able to give to you emotionally because they didn't receive that love from their mother. Whether she was absent by things out of her control, like maybe some form, maybe death or something, or whether somebody was there but they just weren't very motherly. So I feel like somebody was trying to learn how to adapt in that arena, but it's like they still haven't figured it out yet. This is what something feels like to me. Yeah, but I feel like this person wants to talk to you. They want to communicate with you. That's exactly how I was feeling. So I feel like somebody could come and talk to you maybe about how they're feeling or about their emotions, or maybe you could know something about this person and their relationship with their mother, or maybe this is something that they would be willing to express to you now. But I don't know. It still kind of feels like to me somebody is, I don't know, kind of on the sidelines versus on the field. What else here, Spirit? Look at this. I have unconditional love coming out here. So I do feel like there is something that's going on between the two of you guys. For some of y'all, like I said, maybe something did grow into love. It started off rocky, but it grew into something else. But it's like, okay, we're still not prepared. Right? Something goes down. We're trying to separate from each other. Then we come back. Something else happens again. Now you're nagging me. Something else happens. It's just like, you know what? I'm not ready for that. I don't even want to talk about that shit today. Like, I feel like it was a push-pull. Even maybe some form of like a power struggle here. But that's what I was saying. I do still feel like there is love here, or feelings or emotions here, or some sort of vibes like that. Maybe there's love that you'll always have for this person. There could even be something here like, I'll always love you, but I'm no longer in love with you, or something. And I feel like that's what this person is kind of sad about. It's like somebody still wants you to have that same level of love that you once did. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have be still coming out here. But I do. That's what something feels like to me. But you're choosing to be still. Like I said, maybe choosing to not communicate with someone here. Instead of going back in the other direction, you're choosing to stay the course it is that you are now. That's what something feels like to me. So I still feel like you might have a soft spot for someone here, but I feel like it's not enough for you to revisit with them because you don't want to take the chance at losing the progress it is that you've made. What's at the bottom here? Yeah, I feel like you're initiated to a certain degree here, like you've passed some sort of test. Okay, so you've been crowned here. What else, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. There's a celebration on the horizon here for you, I feel like. In whatever direction it is that you want this to go. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have surrender coming out here. And then let's do one more for the plot. And then I also have hope coming out here. So I kind of feel like I'm getting like two things here. Like I said before, I feel like some of you guys, you're letting go and you're letting God. That's what I would say. With surrender, you're letting go and you're letting God. Maybe for some of you guys, like I said, you're hoping possibly maybe this person will catch up, or, you know, they'll allow themselves to start going through their own transformative journey here. And maybe they can try to find their way back to you, baby. Okay? Or, you know, we came across each other. We had our time together. And that's just what it is. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's what something kind of feels like to me. So it's almost like, why am I hearing? I loved and I lost. Rihanna can hold significance. She's been around a lot. And you know what? It's weird to me. I almost want to say, even in this connection, it might even too feel like you loved and you lost, but did you really? I feel like you gained more of yourself. Spirit, where do you want me to go to next, baby Bob? Why not just make me think of baby bottle pop, baby bottle pop? I don't know, somebody, you're eating candy or something sweet right now. It could even be fruit, but I don't know. Something sweet here. Let's see, Spirit. Where do you want me to go to next, honey lumpkins? Baby bottle pop, baby bottle pop. Ba 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 da, hey. Let's do enchanted blossoms. So I have innocence here at the bottom. And then what else? I also have ambition coming out here. So maybe for some of you guys, you could be focused on your career. Okay? Getting your feet wet in this area. Maybe you could kind of be new to something here. New to learning something. New to something when it comes to your career here. Or maybe even too just new to putting yourself first and your goals here. Maybe even too, innocence makes me think about childhood. So maybe there's some sort of childhood hopes or dreams or fantasies here that you're fulfilling now. Okay? Spirit, what is limitless and sacred journey? Limitless and sacred journey. Let's do two more shuffles. Limitless and sacred journey. So I have beauty coming out here. And beauty is her name. I hope that I can make you mine. For another man steals your heart. It is. Somebody wants to come back and make you theirs. Before somebody else steals your heart, or before you get too far away. Now I'm hearing instinct, gone. Like you're gone. Like, oh my God, somebody's going through it, child. Orchids can hold significance here. But somebody, they are. So it's like I almost want to say mesmerized. Somebody is mesmerized by your beauty. I do. I feel like somebody's kicking themselves in the ass. Like this energy of like, I should have caught on, or I should have listened, or I don't know. Like somebody feels hopeless. Or something. Like something it feels very depressed to me. It's like somebody's like, I just want them back. I just want you back. What else here, Spirit? And I feel like this beauty card is also speaking to the beauty, not just that you have found within yourself, but what you're experiencing around you as well, too. That's why I'm like, I feel like you're feeling pretty good about where it is that you are. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. Confirmation, dreams. I just said that. Maybe there's some form of childhood dreams here that you're fulfilling. Maybe even too, you could be having dreams. Maybe these are prediction dreams, if you will, or things that you could expect to happen. You could be dreaming about this new life or this new beginning or some sort of vibes that I kind of feel like that I'm getting here. I feel like at one point in time, maybe you and this person spoke about your dreams. Maybe what the both of you kind of wanted, what you were seeking here. Conversations under the moonlight. Sort of vibes that I kind of feel like is going on. But it's something to me about being action oriented. I feel like when it was time to put in the work or do the action, it's like eventually you caught up with yourself and realized that you had to start applying it. But I feel like when it comes to this person, I don't know why I want to say La La Land. Like they were still living in La La Land here. Or like, oh, it'll figure itself out. That's what something almost feels like to me. This person, it'll figure itself out. Everything will be okay. Like I don't have to do much. You know, like that's what something kind of feels like to me. I feel like somebody was trying to use romantic love to replace the lack of love that they felt growing up. Which I mean a lot of us do, right? You're trying to find yourself in other people, in between other people's legs, possibly, in between, you know? But I feel like that wasn't going to sustain you any longer, or something. Again, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Spirit, what is walk your truth and Mother Earth in the reverse? Walk your truth and Mother Earth in the reverse? Look at that. Not two truth cards coming out here. So yeah, you definitely figured out what your truth is. Also, I feel like what the truth is in this relationship. It's funny to me because on this card, this flower is the mourning cloak. And it's MOURN. So that's another reason why even down here, I was like, this person is going through it. And then like I said as well too, to mourn someone is to grieve, right? And I was kind of channeling the vibe of maybe a mother like passed away or something. So again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But that could be essentially what happened here for this other person that you were connected with. They lost a mother. They lost their parent or parents. It could even have been both parents or something. I feel like there's this energy of whoever this person is trying to find out where they belong or something. Some sort of vibes I feel like I'm getting. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have endurance coming out here. And this is what I kind of feel like wasn't able to withstand itself, if you will. Right? That's what something almost kind of feels like to me. I don't know if this person has maybe some form of anxiety or I don't know. I get an overwhelming energy. Like they get overwhelmed. Remember that reading that we did a couple reads ago where the person was getting overwhelmed with all their emotions and all types of stuff like that? I feel this way about this person too. It's weird. It's like the fuzzy emotions or the warm, lovey emotions, it's like they can only maybe handle so much of it too. It's like they want it. It feels good to them. But I feel like when it starts to feel too good or it feels too good to be true, that's when they will push you away. But it's like, cool, we can be in the bedroom with each other or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can do all these lighthearted shit. But I feel like when the time came to maybe even have serious conversations or, you know, where are we kind of going with this? Or what do you see for us? Or it's kind of like, uh-oh, they're getting ready to run in the other direction. So it's like, I feel like as much as you wanted to be there, again, have patience with someone as you were growing, I feel like this energy of I can't continue to put my life on hold either. Because I feel like it started to hurt. On this card is a cactus. A cactus fucking hurts. Okay. So, I do. It's like maybe, again, the sex wasn't enough anymore. You know? Like, I feel like you wanted something deeper. You know? Somebody can go as deep as they want in that cootie cat, but that ain't gonna do shit in the long run. Okay? Spirit, y'all hear that beat? Confirmation. Worlds within worlds and self-worth. Worlds within worlds and self-worth here. I have grace coming out here. Grace. So I feel like initially you guys were both maybe kind of practicing grace with each other here. Right? Maybe hearing each other's backgrounds or something, or... And again, there could be some similarities to your story here, okay? Which is what drew you closer to this person. But I feel like this was also more than a trauma bond, because there is an energy of unconditional love here. But I don't know. I don't know why I almost want to say this person, they felt more comfortable resonating with you in their trauma than seeing beyond that. Right? Seeing something different for themselves. But it's like, I don't know. I almost want to say terrified. This person is terrified. I don't know. I almost want to say by their higher version or by their higher self here. Why am I hearing, I just never thought that far? Somebody has never thought that far. What else here, Spirit? Whoa. Yeah, confidence in the reverse. Confidence in the reverse. Someone is not confident in themselves. Maybe even has tried to put on the front, or even to a certain degree, wear a little mask or some shit. That everything is okay, or everything will be all right, or, you know, like almost this vibe of like, even this person might try to fool themselves sometimes as if they don't have anything to fix about themselves. We all have something to fix. You know what I mean? So I feel like someone isn't finding their true value or worth in themselves because they won't allow themselves to go there. You know? Even if that does require kicking and screaming and crying and yelling and pushing and trying to sort through emotions and desires and where am I? What do I want? Damn, I got to go back into that traumatic experience, but I never felt it. I just allow for it to be brushed away or, like that's the sort of vibes I kind of feel like I'm getting here with this person. Spirit, what is shadow self and balance? Yeah, and then look at this. I have courage coming out here. So I do. Courage and confidence to me are kind of like synonymous with each other, if you will. So it's like you found yours. Copper can hold significance. The color purple can hold significance. Pink, black, orange can hold significance. But I do. I feel like the further you started tapping into your shadow self, or maybe why you are interested in someone, or why did we meet, and you know what? It's crazy to me because I feel like, of course, right, our connections and our relationships can act as catalysts to get us to where it is that we're going. But I don't know. I feel like this vibe of like you really wanted to bring this person with you. That's why I'm like, there's something that's going on. Because I'm not getting like, oh, this person, you know, cheated on me. Or now maybe for some of y'all, I don't know if they did, you know. But I'm not getting that. I'm just getting somebody here who doesn't really get who it is that they are as an individual. They haven't healed parts of themselves that they need to, so that they can become the best version for themselves first. And then ultimately become a great lover for you. Or in whatever capacity this is. A great lover, great friend. Hell, maybe even a great family member here. Whatever the case may be. But I feel like you started getting into the mode of something, into the motion of something. Then you took it upon yourself to say, hey, I'm starting to feel balance within myself. I'm starting to become enlightened on my journey. And I really want to take you with me. Like, you know, what do you think? And I feel like this person was just kind of looking at you like, you got it. You got it. You go ahead and have that. 444 on the timer. You got that. I'm going to let you have that. And I do. There's all this I wish energy here. Yeah, look at this. Spirituality, confirmation. So you did. You started down your spiritual path, your spiritual journey while you were with this person. And I feel that this person wishes that they would have done the same. And maybe somebody could be trying to do a little bit of research of their own or something. But I don't know why I'm getting a start-stop energy, or it sure would be good if I had someone here to kind of, help me out. But it's like you already tried that. And again, everybody in due time or when they're ready, right? So it's like you can't force someone to do something either. But you're also not obligated to wait for them either. So, Spirit, what is intuition and transformation? Intuition and transformation. So I have gratitude coming out here. Gratitude. So I feel like you're grateful that you've gone through this. I feel like your intuition has also been heightened as well too, when it comes to just different things in life, right? Whatever it is, your dreams too could be a thing for you. Maybe you could be like a dreamer. You get your information through your dreams here, okay? Maybe this person could even be like kind of visiting you in your dreams, or you dreamt about this person before. And again, it's not giving me on no weird vibe. Like, the only reason why you dreaming about your ex is because they've done It's not giving me that sort of vibe. I feel like there's different meanings behind everything depending on what's going on and how it is that you need to practice your discernment, okay? So I feel like you are very grateful for coming across this person, because it will put you on the path to transformation here. Yeah, look at this. I have memory coming out here. Somebody is thinking about you heavily. They can't get you out of their mind. Yeah, it says on here, forget me not. Sending you, forget me not. Okay. To help you to remember. Somebody's like, please don't forget me. And to be quite frank, I don't think you will. I don't think you'll ever forget this person. And I don't think they'll ever forget you. I feel like you guys have had such an impact on each other that it's impossible. I do feel like whoever this person is, maybe they were like a true soulmate of yours. And I kind of feel like, who knows? Again, if they end up really stepping up to the plate here and you're still available, I could see something working out. I could. So it's like this person is like, you always in my memory bank or something. Or like, even if you do and we don't come back together, I'll never forget you. Or I feel like that would be something that this person would want to tell you too. Even if it is just telepathically or something. Spirit, what is move forward and awaken? Move forward and awaken. I have elegance coming out here. Elegance. So I feel like you're doing the damn thing as you move forward. I feel like there's some sort of way here in which you're kind of gliding through your journey at this point. Again, it's not easy, right? But I feel like because you have gotten to a space where you know how to read certain things, you know what is, you know what ain't, this is this, that is that, sort of vibes I kind of feel like I'm getting here. Again, going back to this energy of identifying. I feel like also reserving your energy, knowing when to use your energy, knowing who's deserving of it, who's not. When should I pull back? When should I give in? Okay? Lily is on this card. Lily represents wisdom here. Okay? So I feel like you have a lot of wisdom. Again, going back to this energy of enlightenment here. And I feel like as this person is kind of like watching you too, because I do get that sort of vibe. Like somebody's wanting to stay in the know when it comes to you. So, of course, this could have something to do with watching your social media or some shit. I am seeing somebody on their phone, too. So, somebody could be looking at old pictures, maybe even old text message threads between the two of y'all as well, too. But I feel like this person kind of always saw you in this light. Again, you're beautiful, you're elegant, you're graceful. I feel like as this person reflects on your relationship, I kind of feel like you're all this person ever wanted. You're all I ever wanted. Okay? It's like, damn. Spirit? So tell me what to do now. What's this? Yeah, look at that. Wisdom. Confirmation. I'm not even going to expound on that because I already been saying it. Spirit, what is mirrored souls and patience? But one thing I do see at the bottom of this is common map. So I do. Common is giving me the vibe of like, you guys have something in common, right? The rapper, Common, can hold significance too as well, I'm hearing. But there is. I feel like somebody is going to try to find their way back to you or something. But I do. I feel like, again, your spirit team is telling you to move forward on this map or on this direction here that you're going. Spirit, mirrored souls and patience. Like, I feel like that would be the wisest decision for you to make. And maybe even, too, while this person might kind of be like now, damn, I kind of wish I had someone help me. Or maybe it's something that they kind of need to do on their own. I feel like there's parts of our journey where we meet other people who can help push us further along. But then I also feel like there are parts where we do have to do certain things on our own. Right? What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have joy coming out here. So I do. I feel like there's a level of happiness that you're finding here. Like I said, what is that one song? Why am I hearing, oh, what a feeling to be loved? It is. It's something like, still happy to have met this person. Again, going back to gratitude, joy. Like, I'm happy to have even met somebody like this. Because a lot of people, they don't come across like true soulmates or actual unconditional love for people or, you know. So I feel like there's something that's going on here where you were still happy to have had this experience. Right? Emperor is down here too. Because I do. I feel like if this person were to step up to the plate for real, they could actually be an emperor or an empress. Put it where it needs to go here. So I do. Just depending on what it is that you're willing to do here, I do. I feel like this person could get there. But I feel like even to where you guys are at right now, they're not there just yet. So again, like I said, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. If you want to wait for somebody, wait for them. Who the fuck am I to tell you what the fuck to do? But I can't deny over here what I'm getting as well too. That moving forward might be the best option considering that you've already had a level of patience. Okay? What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have luck coming out here. So who knows? Maybe for some of you guys, this person might end up lucking up. Whether you decide to wait on them or, like I said, even if you do move on, maybe you'll still be available. Right? So, Spirit, what is emotions, communication, and be fearless? Emotions, communication, and be fearless. I have faith coming out here. Somebody wants to know if you have faith in them. I feel like if this person were to communicate with you or some sort of vibes like that, they would want to know that. Or maybe that's something that can get them going or some shit. But the crazy thing to me about it is I feel like with you already presenting that to this person, you already kind of showed them like, hey, I could see me and you kind of doing this together. You know, I believe that you can do it. Sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting. But you know what else I kind of feel like too? I feel like there's something that's going on with this person's faith, personally. Right, again, with this mother energy in the reverse. Them not kind of having the endurance here to dive deeper because of these memories that they have. So I do. I feel like that's what somebody is kind of struggling with. Their faith, their hope, their belief that if they do surrender to God, that all will be well. I feel like somebody is trying to take control of their life. Which again, right, that's a good thing. Like, you want to have control or practice control. But there's times too where you also need to relinquish that control. And just allow the flow to happen. So, I do. This person, it's like they know that there's an energy where it's like, again, they have to be fearless or stop being afraid. and just let these emotions come out or to feel them. It's like this person doesn't want to feel them. It's the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. And I feel like, again, you've expressed to this person, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I care about you. You know, you can tell me anything. Like, but I don't know. It's like they've just been so afraid. What else here, Spirit? What is this? Yeah, I have magnificence here in the reverse. It's like, that's what I feel like somebody is afraid of, their magnificence here. What it is that they could potentially have. Paradise, if you fucking will. And it's funny to me, at the bottom of this, it says Mother of Pearl in the reverse. So there is 2 mother cards in the reverse. You can't tell me somebody doesn't have a mother wound. And even here too, with mirrored souls coming out, again, the both of y'all could have a mother wound. But you're finding a way through yours. And somebody else is like, I don't know. Or like I said, maybe they've kind of started, but then they stop. They get started for a week, a couple of days. And now it's been months. It's just like, whoo. And sometimes, you know, we can fall off, right, of our journeys and but I also feel like when we kind of get to a place where we obtain the knowledge of certain things, it's just like we can't allow ourselves to even go backwards. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like there's certain things you can kind of fall off of and pick back up with. And then there's certain things, it's like, once you learn it, you kind of got it. So, Spirit, what is unconditional love and be still? Unconditional love and be still. So I have dignity coming out here. So I feel like this has something to do with the respect that you have for yourself. I feel like that's where all of this is stemming from for you. I feel like you are on this energy where it's like, respect is self-love. It's self-care. It's doing what I know that I need to do to make sure I'm in the best position. And I feel like that's why the move forward energy is here in this vertical row. Now again, like I said, do what you feel like is best for you. But as far as this reading is going, that's what something feels like to me. I have to be still. I have to focus on what I need to focus on. And I feel like there is a level of selfishness involved, but sometimes that's also what's required. Right? It's just about reading the energy or the situation. So I feel like out of respect for yourself, for the most of you guys, you're choosing to be still and move forward. If this person catches up, they do. If they don't, then they don't. And I feel like there's a level of peace that you have found in that. And I feel like that's why you're okay with this separation, whereas somebody else is like stressed out about it. Yeah, I have passion coming out here. I feel like this passion is the love that you have for yourself. I really do. And I do feel like there was a level of passion in this connection. But like I said, I feel like somebody's passion for you, I don't know why I keep wanting to say like was in the bedroom or something. In the bedroom, I do feel like you guys had certain wow moments with each other, again, conversations or certain, but I do feel like this person, they couldn't hold it, if that makes sense. They couldn't hold it. They couldn't hold you. It's like it started to become too much, too heavy. Almost as if becoming like too much of a challenge to this person. Like it was requiring someone to step up to the plate and it was too much of a challenge. What's at the bottom here, Spirit? We have ambition. So ambition is coming back out here. I have friendship coming out here. For some of you guys, maybe somebody might propose to be your friend here. For some of you guys, who knows? Maybe this could be a friendship as well, too. Put things where they need to go. Eliminate certain things. Take what resonates. Leave the rest. Okay? I have sincerity here. And then one more for the plot. I have peace coming out here. So I do. I kind of feel like you were being sincere with this person. Okay? I feel like there's a level of honesty that you practice with this person as well too. Maybe even once you left this individual. Like, I don't feel like something was like a nasty breakup. That's not what this reading is giving me. It's giving me like you had to go. Or there could have been like a mutual agreement to separate. But that's not really, I feel like, what the two of you necessarily wanted. But it's like, I'm kind of moving past this energy. You're kind of still in this energy. So, like, naturally, I feel like you guys were kind of growing apart, if you will. So I do. I feel like somebody here, you're seeing a level of peace here. And it's like somebody else, again, they're all in their emotions. Like I said, maybe trying not to think about a mother wound, but they do think about it. I feel like this is something that somebody thinks about every day. But it's like they're so focused on pushing it back down. Like, that's what something feels like to me. Like, I got to keep this shit contained. I don't want it to come out. Like, I don't want to think about it. Like, that's the sort of vibes I kind of feel like I'm getting here. Let's see here. Let's do modern glitch. What's at the bottom here? Yeah, look at this. The 3 of Swords. So I do. Dang. I feel like this person, they have a lot of pain inside of them here. Yeah, I have the Page of Pentacles coming out here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I feel like a lot of it does. It stems back to their childhood. What happened? What little they were given? Maybe feeling like they didn't belong or they weren't enough. Or always trying to maybe seek validation from people or some sort of vibes here. Spirit, what is limitless, sacred journey, beauty, and dreams? Limitless, sacred journey, beauty, and dreams. Let's do one more shuffle, y'all. It is so crazy to me. I put lotion on my hands and it don't even look like it. That's how you know it's cold. Like, even in the house, like, come on now. Limitless, sacred journey, beauty, and dreams. What is this? I'm not going to take all of these. Spirit is telling me to take the Judgment card on the top here. Okay, so Libra energy coming out. So I do. I feel like you made a judgment call here. I don't know how your spiritual journey appeared for you. But I feel like, obviously, there's a moment for everybody. There's some sort of moment that you experience or some sort of vibes like that. That's why I was like, did you have a dream about something? Did the divine show you something? Or it was almost like, I got to jumpstart this, kick this shit into gear, or some sort of shit like that. Because even too, again, on this Limitless card, this person has a cape on. So I feel like essentially there was something going on where it's like you were thrusted into this energy of it was time to save yourself, if you will. Ding. Or something. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have the 9 of Pentacles coming out here. Yeah, literally, to save yourself. And everything starts with yourself. I don't really care what anybody says, right? I feel like you can't love somebody for real until you love yourself, you know? I feel like you can't really pour from a cup that's empty if you didn't fill your own cup up first. Like, that's just how I move. That's how I operate. So I do. So I feel like you called something quits here with the 9 of Pentacles. And not even while you were necessarily broken up with this person. I'm getting a vibe of like even while you were with this person. Like you started honing in more on yourself. What you needed. What was required of you. What does self-love look like to me? Maybe some days it is going to get my fucking nails done, right? But then some days it's me diving deeper, right, again, into my memories. Why did that happen that way? How did that shit make me feel? What am I still carrying on into adulthood that's affecting me, affecting my relationships, maybe my friendships and my romantic relationships, right? So I feel like as you continue to level up, essentially, right, coming out as the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like things started to feel limitless for you. Blockages were removed. You started to even to manifest certain dreams here that I feel like you're active on now as well. And I feel like there's something that's going on where you wanted to bring this person along, or maybe they kind of felt like they were behind, or, oh, they got to catch up, or I feel like there was this false sense of, well, everything is okay, or some shit. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, look at this. I have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming out. So I feel like you started to really see the value within yourself here and what it is that you could provide. And that's why I feel like you essentially asked this person too, like, hey, like, you want to do this with me or try this with me? I do kind of feel like this person does see you as a wife material or husband material here or some sort of shit. Yeah, confirmation. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. Taurus, Libra, Sag. I'm sorry, Taurus, Libra. I'm thinking about the damn Hierophant, child. Okay? So you have tremendously grown. And maybe even too, for some of y'all, even just looking at this from the aspect of Pentacles, right? The Empress is all of the queens in the deck. So maybe for some of you guys, maybe you had something going on here where, like, even when you met this person, like, your money could have been in the right place, but maybe emotionally things were going on with you, maybe mentally, right? Maybe there was even something going on being action-oriented or inspired in the directions of emotions, love, and mental health or something. Because there could even be something going on here where the two of you guys could have been masking your own pains in making the bread, making the money, right? A lot of motherfuckers do that. It's people up and down all damn day long, not focused on anything else but money, because that is something that they know doesn't involve all of the extras. That's what I'm hearing. A lot of people escape in their work, and then they look up at 80 and realize that they don't have nothing else to show for their life. Okay, yeah, you got the car, you got the house, but you never had anybody to share it with in whatever capacity. Life is meant to be shared in community. So I kind of feel like that's the direction that you're headed in. And maybe somebody else is kind of feeling like they're out here winging it, or they're alone, or some sort of shit like that. So I even feel like this person is kind of having dreams of that. Like I want this person back, right? I want them to be my wife, or I want da-da-da-da. But then there's also this energy of knowing, damn, I got to step up to the plate too for myself if I want this. Spirit, what is walk your truth, Mother Earth in the reverse, truth, and endurance? So I have the Page of Swords coming out here. I figured as much. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm like, somebody's watching you walk in this truth. But I feel like there's minimal contact here, or like no conversation for real. That's why I feel like in the beginning I was getting like this energy of where are you, or what are you up to, like what are you doing or something, or again, they're watching, looking at old photographs of you guys, or text messages or some sort of shit like that. But even too, again, the Page is a child. So maybe there were even too certain things that this person experienced with their mother. Maybe a mother was sick, so seeing their mother sick or not coherent for real or something. Like, this person is very scarred. It's definitely the sort of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. And that's why I was like, I feel like maybe they could have shared certain things with you, but maybe not the full scope or the full picture of something with the Page of Swords coming out. Yeah, look at this. I have the Emperor coming out here. Aries energy. Like I said, maybe a mother wasn't present, but a father was, or something. Yeah, bottom of the deck here is the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So there goes a match. So I definitely feel like you guys are soulmates, for sure. But I do feel like you guys were mirroring each other in that aspect. I feel like this father, I don't want to say that they didn't love this child, because I feel like that they did. love this masculine, this divine masculine, because that's basically kind of what I want to call him. It's like he just hasn't found it yet. But I feel like they didn't teach them the value of emotions. That's what something feels like to me. Maybe not very emotional at all. Something could kind of be culturally based here as well too. But I feel like this person has a problem with finding their own feminine energy. It's like it was easier for them to escape in feminine energy, but not really finding a way to capture their own and also display that energy as well too. If that makes sense. Which is why I feel like this endurance energy is kind of giving me the vibe of they weren't able to keep up with it for a long time. Like maybe just enough to kind of draw you in. But yeah, this is something that they need to work on here. 8 of Pentacles. And I told you, this is more confirmation of somebody who dives deeper into just work in general. Like I feel like this person tries to, like they cloud their own judgment to focusing on their journey with work. I'll just do this, or I'll just go make a bag, or this shit'll make me feel better. My money makes me feel good. So I do. That's why I kind of feel like this person has this maybe false sense of confidence, or they look like everything is okay. I'm not hurting out here, but on the inside, it's a fucking war zone. That's what something feels like to me. This person has all of the looks on the outside and but on the inside, it's a fucking war zone. Spirit, what is worlds within worlds, self-worth, grace, and confidence in the reverse? Worlds within worlds, self-worth, grace, and confidence in the reverse. So I have the 5 of Pentacles coming out here. So I kind of feel like the both of y'all were kind of stuck to each other here. In the same kind of energy. There could be a level, right? Maybe we could say a little bit of trauma bonding here. Because I feel like there was a level of resonance here where it's like, yeah, we both kind of experienced the same thing. Or again, we both have mother wounds here. Or there was some sort of link there where it's like you guys were able to resonate more with your pain than you were maybe your purpose, or what actually made you feel good, or what made you da-da-da-da-da. Which I feel like made it difficult for you guys to maybe break away from each other anyway. But I do feel like you guys were meant to go through this together, or something together here. I do. But that's what I'm saying. Like, how long can you wait? You know what I mean? How long can you actually wait here? So again, you were patient. You practiced grace here while you were finding yourself. A lot of Pentacle energy here as well, too. A lot of Earth energy. Yeah, look at this. I have the 10 of Swords. And I just kind of feel like as you were trusting more in yourself and in the divine, because this girl is on the phone as well too. The 10 of Swords is giving me 2 things. Like I said, the 2 of you guys started getting to a point where I feel like you started to grow apart. But then I also feel like the 10 of Swords is also speaking to the things that you had stored inside of you that you were finally able to let go of. Remember, again, surrender, relinquishing that control. Like, I got to let go of this thought pattern, right? Sword energy. I got to let go of this thought pattern or this process here. Because it's not serving me anymore. Yeah, the 8 of Swords. And while you're letting go, someone else is still holding on. It just is what it is. It keeps coming out that way. You're letting go, they're holding on. On top of, I feel like you kind of letting go of the relationship and them not wanting it to be over. Yeah, I have the 3 of Pentacles. Like somebody still wants it to work out. They want to make it work. We gotta make it work. Neo can hold significance, but making it work leads you right back into the 5 of Pentacles. Because this person is not doing their work. Spirit, what is shadow self, balance, spirituality, and courage? Shadow self, balance, spirituality, and courage. So I have the Chariot coming out here, Cancer energy. So yeah, when you made a choice, baby bop, did you make a choice to dive deeper into your shadow? I feel like this is something like you kind of hit the ground running, or you just made the decision. Almost like this vibe of going cold turkey to the old way of life or what you knew, or it's like giving me the vibe of somebody who decides that they want to go vegan or some sort of shit like that. I'm going to go home and throw away all my snacks, all my treats, everything, and just start now. Like, that's what something almost kind of feels like to me. Like, I just want to start this now. I want to start today. But like I said, there was something here that I feel like was brought on by a dream or by something that you saw or a premonition, a vision, some sort of vibes that I kind of feel like I'm getting here that acted as a way for you to step into this courageous energy here to start to balance your life out. And again, Chariot is Cancer. Like I said, Cancer is the mother. So I feel like both of you guys' shadow self here had a lot to do with, your childhood, the Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like this person too, I don't know, they might even, I do feel like there's this energy, obviously, right, of them wanting to come in and communicate with you and express their emotions to you to a certain degree. I also feel like there is a level of an apology here too. Kind of like this, I'm sorry I didn't do it with you, or I don't know. Yeah, like I'm sorry I didn't heal with you, Temperance, Sag energy. Or I'm sorry like I couldn't give that to you. Or like be what you needed me to be. Or some sort of shit I feel like I'm getting here. I do. Like something is giving me the vibe like this person, like I'm getting this energy now of like they want to do this. They want to do it. But I do. Like they're scared. And it's like you can talk somebody through it. Right? Again, it kind of goes back to that I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. Right? Or it sounds good to this person, but then when they actually start getting in the action of it, it's like, it's like they push everything away. It's like if it doesn't feel good, they don't want to feel it. It's like they don't want the trigger. They don't want none of it. Yeah, I have the Knight of Swords coming out here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it is. It feels like to me someone who's like wanting to come in. They're wanting to go after something here. Yeah, because they love you. They love you. So it's like I want to come back. Or I want to speak to you. I want to talk to you. I want to start this journey. I want to choose to go for this too. But like I said, this person is looking at you. The Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Like, you're just out of here. And I'm over here as a page. Maybe a knight. But then I might end back up in page because I just kind of lose myself in it. Because it hurts. Spirit, what is intuition, transformation, gratitude, and memory? Intuition, transformation, gratitude, and memory. So I have the Nine of Cups coming out here. And it's funny to me it landed sideways. Okay? So I feel like there is a level of wish fulfillment here or completion it is that you're feeling about doing this work. But then I feel like on the flip side, obviously we know what that means. This person is kind of feeling like they can wish upon as many stars as they want, but like you're not there. I feel like this person does have I feel like you guys do have quite a bit of good memories here. But I feel like somebody feels like they're wishing for something or praying for something. Like somebody is like praying for your return here. Or some sort of vibes like that. I have the Seven of Swords coming out here. But it's like they're setting themselves up for failure by not taking the action. What do they say? Faith without works is dead. Right? Even here we have faith in this vertical row. And I feel like this person is already struggling with their faith anyway. I feel like this person kind of goes back and forth. I feel like there's this energy of like wanting to reach out to you, like let's just do this and let's just get back together. But remember down here I was talking about respect. I feel like there's also something here too where this person, like they don't want to disrespect you either by maybe coming back. Because it's like they kind of know like I'm still in the same boat. I feel like they have mixed emotions. Thank you, Spirit. Like one day it's like, fuck this. Like I just want to reach out to them and be with them and we'll just figure it out. And then I feel like the next day they're like, man, I miss this person, but I know that they're doing so well. Like I don't want to fuck up their progress and shit. And like I do. I just feel like this person is alert. Like that's what it's kind of giving me the vibe of here. What else here, Spirit? What's this? Yeah, I have the Two of Wands in the reverse. Confirmation. So I do. I feel like one day they have a plan to do something. The next day they back off. Then following day after that, they da-da-da-da-da. I have the Ace of Pentacles here at the bottom. So I do. I feel like somebody knows that you're on a new path and they see how rewarding it has been for you. And I feel like you know the level of reward that you're receiving from this as well too. And that's why I was saying, even on this memory card with this forget-me-not situation, I don't feel like either one of y'all will forget each other. I feel like there's too many valuable gems that you both have gotten from each other. Because I do feel like whether or not this person starts to act certain things out or actually heals himself, I feel like they can say that you have in fact made a difference in their life in one way or another. I feel like you just have. And they can't deny it. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with me. Okay. Spirit, what is move forward, awaken, elegance, and wisdom? Move forward, awaken, elegance, and wisdom. Yeah, I have the world coming out here. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. So I do. I feel like there's a level of completion here, which is why you're moving forward. You know? It's like I've done what I can do. I've gained the knowledge that I need to gain here. And I do feel like while you're still on this journey, it's always a journey, right? None of us know everything. There's always going to be something else to do. But I do feel like whatever level you just completed, it's like you're an expert in that area, if you will. And that's why I feel like this person was kind of feeling like, damn, I'm being left behind or some shit. Yeah, you've learned a lot. The Hierophant, confirmation. Taurus, Libra, Sag. Heavy on the major arcana here. And that's another reason why I was feeling like your spirit team, the divine, is telling you, well, just move forward. Right? Even with the Hierophant, generally, right, there's always two people that are at the bottom of the card. So that's why I was saying, maybe, possibly, going into the future, the two of you guys can come back together again. Just depending on what shit kind of looks like. But I feel like your spirit team is strongly encouraging you to keep it moving. Right? It's almost giving me the vibe of what's meant to be will be. You know? What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have the King of Swords coming out here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do. Like, I could potentially see this person, like, eventually stepping up to the plate. Or coming into their right mind. Or, you know, not lying about where it is that they are anymore. Or what they're actually feeling. Or, you know. But I do. Like I said, sometimes some people, you just got to allow them to do it for themselves. Yeah, look at this. I have the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I do. It's giving me the vibe of somebody could eventually come around here. We already have a match, the Empress and the Emperor. So again, maybe, twin flame connection. I've been in twin flame land a lot lately. I do. It's like I feel like something transformed over time. That's what something feels like to me. It started off like lust, maybe turned into some level of love here. It felt amazing. It felt wonderful. But then you guys felt like you were hitting certain blockages and certain challenges and hurdles and all types of shit like that. And it's like it got away from you. You're going this way. They're going that way. And So I feel like there's a level of acceptance that this person needs to come into about what they experienced so that it can stop blocking their heart chakra here. Spirit, what is mirrored souls, patience, luck, and joy? Mirrored souls, patience, luck, and joy. So I have the Queen of Wands coming out here. So I do. The funny thing to me is it came out sideways. So I do. I feel like for some of you guys, like I said, maybe you might want to wait, right? Maybe you're not going to take too much action. Maybe still kind of like doing your spiritual thing here. But like, that's my person. I want to wait for my person. But then I feel like some of you guys, it's like, well, I'm going to keep, I'm going to keep it going in this direction. That's the sort of vibe I feel like I'm getting off of this shit. And if there's another woman who comes into the picture for this person eventually, then so be it. All right, maybe wishing someone all the best of luck here or joy or whatever the case may be. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have the Four of Swords coming out here. I do. It's so funny to me, this came out sideways too. It's like maybe somebody will recover. Maybe they won't. Like, that's the probability of shit. It's 50-50. It could be or it could not be. And I feel like that's why I was getting that vibe of you accepting that. And being more at peace with this situation. Yeah, look at that. I have the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And again, there goes a match right there. So like I said, you might even be off with somebody else at a certain point. Maybe you will be available. I know I keep saying it, but that's what I feel like off of this fucking pile. I feel like you have a lot of love to give. But I also feel like with the Queen of Wands coming out sideways, it's giving me the vibe of, like I said earlier, knowing when to give it and when to hold on to it. So you don't, what's the word that I'm looking for? Burnout. Thank you, Spirit. So you don't burn out. It's like you can't love yourself enough for the both of y'all. You gotta love you. That person gotta love theyself. And then y'all come together to create, you come together to create more love. Don't get me wrong, Janae. I love the lyrics. I love me enough for the both of us. Like, that's great and all. But nah, motherfucker, you gotta love yourself. So even like I said, while I do feel like there is love that exists here, how can you still truly love another if you can't love yourself? What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I have the Six of Pentacles. So I do. I feel like you have gotten familiar with giving and receiving here. And I feel like that's what this person needs to get into. And giving and receiving is a level of nurture energy. Nurturing energy. Again, going back to the mothering energy. And then I feel like as well, too. Remember I was talking about the push and pull earlier? That as well, too. So I do. For some of y'all, somebody might end up going to be with somebody else. And then for some of y'all, with this match coming out, you'll eventually meet up with this person again. Spirit, what is emotions? Be fearless. Communication. Magnificence in the reverse. And faith. Emotions, communication, be fearless. I feel like that one has come out. Magnificence in the reverse and faith. So I have the Seven of Pentacles coming out here. So yeah, I feel like this person's emotions are building by the day. Remember I was talking about it becoming more overwhelming? But it's almost too like learning how to fuel that, turn that pain into their power. I feel like that's what you've done here. And that's what this person is trying to figure out how to do. Dang, somebody needs to grow in their faith again here. What is this clapping? Yeah, because they're at war with themselves. I told you. Confirmation, 5 of Wands. This person is at war on the inside here. And it does. It's like it's bubbling up, bubbling to the surface here. They feel like these emotions are kicking their ass, honey. Just back and forth and back and forth. Look at that. The Tower coming out here. Scorpio energy. They do. It's like to get to this transformation or to get to the other side, it's like, fuck. Why do I got to do it this way? Because essentially the journey looks different for everyone, right? But then there's also these non-negotiables, if you will, that I feel like we all have to go through as well too to get our work done. So it's like you can't bypass shit. Like, you got to go through the journey. So whatever this chaotic mother wound is, or whatever this energy is, I feel like this person used, again, the money or some sort of vibes like that, again, to mask or to push away, put something at a distance here. But it's going to get to a point where somebody can't continue to do that anymore. It's like something I feel like is going to eat this person up. Yeah, eventually they're going to have to make a decision. 2 of Swords. Again, no matter where it is you are or whatever the fuck, for themselves, they're going to have to make a decision eventually. It's like either you do this or you're going to be screwed. It's almost the kind of vibes that I feel like I'm getting here. Yeah, the 2 of Pentacles. Or else you're going to be juggling your whole life, trying to just figure it out. And essentially we're all out here, you know, trying to figure it out. We're trying to wing it, see, you know. But there's a difference between trying to figure it out actively and just letting shit just kind of whatever. Spirit, what is unconditional love? Be still. Dignity and passion. Unconditional love. Be still. Dignity and passion. So yeah, I have the Ace of Wands coming out here in the reverse. So I do feel like I said, there's something that was going on with sex here. Maybe you felt like as well too, you had to pull away from doing that so much. I do. I feel like a lot of, I don't know how to describe it almost. I just feel like the bedroom played a major role in your relationship until it couldn't satisfy what you needed it to satisfy anymore. Again, it's cool in the beginning, right? It feels good. It feels great. We're connecting. But I feel like sex is a bonus to the emotional fulfillment in a relationship. When you have emotional fulfillment and true love for someone, the sex is 1,000,000 times better. So I feel like there was this energy here where it's like you had to remove that or stop that or lessen that. Maybe it started to naturally lessen or something as you got further into figuring yourself out here. And that's why I kind of feel like maybe something would end up resurfacing the same way, because this person, they just want you back so bad. But again, they haven't opened the door for real to their journey. So still, kind of all you have to offer is dick or cootie cat. You know what I mean? Or it's like, yeah, you can buy me gifts. I don't know, take me on trips around the fucking world, Emperor, King of Pentacles. But where is the love? You know? And again, I'm not saying necessarily this person doesn't love you or they don't, you know. But I feel like the potential as to what it could be, or the way in which this person could maximize that, starts within first. So the dick ain't gonna do nothing for you. What's this trying to come out? Thank you. And you've realized that. The Hangman. Enlightenment. Pisces energy. So this card is giving me 2 things. While you've had a change perspective here, right? Change perspective, quadruple 7s here. You're investing into yourself. You're growing. Somebody else, they're still stuck. Thinking that maybe dick and money will solve the issue. Or maybe I can act like everything's okay, even though I know I'm still getting ate up on the inside. You know, it's not going to work. Yeah, I have the 9 of Swords coming out here in the reverse. And I just kind of feel like you're not willing to go back into that situation or go back into that bedroom or feel like that'll be just enough for you. You know? What else here, Spirit? And even, too, there could be something going on here, right, in this separation. Because, again, we got a Queen of Wands over here. There's 2 queens right here. Maybe somebody, like, they feel like you actually have their heart more And they're just goofing off with somebody who's kind of willing to give them what they want. You know, sex makes them feel better. It makes them forget for a period of time. So they could be essentially goofing off with somebody else, which again, they're not doing the work. What else here, Spirit? Yeah, I got the devil coming out here. Capricorn. So that's confirmation of what I feel. I feel like somebody is still allowing their lower self here, okay, to rule their decisions, to rule their life. Their lower self, their temptations, sex, obsessions that they have, the void that they have. And that's why I feel like your spirit team is telling you move forward. If you want to remain hopeful of this person's return, that's cool. But I feel like what's best for you, as far as what I'm getting in this reading, you have free will, is to continue down the path that you're going on. Because you're in a good space right now. Yeah, I have the Page of Pentacles here, the Four of Wands, and the Magician. I feel like continue going down the path it is that you're on. And you might have somebody new that ends up coming into your life. Or whatever the case may be. But, yeah. Spirit, who's resonating with this read? Let's see who's resonating with this read, baby bot. Don't play on Divine Collective's time. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Spirit, who's resonating with this read? Who's resonating with this read, honey? I have Virgo. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Who else here, Spirit? I have Pisces coming out here. Hey, Pisces. Who else here, Spirit? I got Big Cap coming out here. And I also have Libra coming out as well, too. Who else? I have Aries. Hey, Aries. Earth energy is leading the pack here. I have Aquarius coming out here. Earth and air going head to head. I also have another Aries coming out. You must have felt that, Aries. Don't hurt nobody. Damn, another Aries. For some of y'all, this person could have been an Aries here. Maybe you could be. Of course. What else here? I got Scorpio. Scorp. And who's our honorable mention? I got another Cap. I got Big Sag coming out here. So we have Virgo, Pisces, heavy on the Capricorn. Libra, extra fucking heavy on the Aries. Aquarius, Scorpio. Honorable mention is Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising. Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Mercury. Mars, Saturn. Okay? Of course, this can be your sign or the sign of this individual that you're dealing with, okay? So I love y'all so much. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hype up the video if you feel called. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.